This is Jack from No Code MBA, and today we're going to look at a case study of Inbox Done, which is a human-powered email service that helps people organize and reply to their emails. And this is a great case study that just highlights the power of starting simply, getting that first viable product done, and then scaling as you go, because that's what the team behind Inbox Done has done. We'll look at the motivation behind why they started the company. We'll talk about the revenue numbers that will come later in the video. We'll talk about the initial stages of launching this company, the tools that they use in order to host their platform, how they attract customers, and also some key lessons from this case study. Now, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and also check out our playlist on the other case studies that we have done. And while you're digging for that playlist in the description, also click the link to our website where you can download our guide on no-code tools and then also take a look at some of our premium courses. Let's start like we almost do with these case studies by having a look at the platform. So it's called Inbox Done. The headline is, "Are you drowning in emails? We reply to your email and manage your calendar so you can get back to what matters most." And later we're going to look at exactly who they target. And it's a very specific type of customer. But just scrolling down here, what we have is a key selling point is that it's the only executive assistants who specialize in email. So a lot of freelance companies or assistant companies or virtual assistants say we can do this, 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 and this. This company says we do email only. And that's a unique selling proposition because what it's saying is we are experts at doing this. Email is a very specific area and we get it done right. And what I like here, it says this: we clone you via our handover process. They're saying here, we know how personal and private your email is. You can't just let any general virtual assistant take over. Again, that is their selling proposition. I also like to highlight call to actions on these case studies. What is the one thing they want you to do? It's to get started, it's to book a call. So if we click this button, get started, it goes to book your call to apply for this. So you schedule a time and you get on a call with somebody. There's not a place where you can just buy it online. Instead, what they wanted to do is connect with you first to see if their service is going to match what you are looking for, and then take it from there. Now, Yarrow is one of the co-founders of Inbox Done, and we asked him what his personal background was and why he got started with the service. And this is what he said. "The first company where I hired someone to manage my email was an essay editing company called BetterEdit.com. I later sold that company, but it was the first place where I experienced outsourcing email. And it really changed my life because I have to manically check my email every day, worried about missing potential customers and getting back in time." So this is an example of scratching your own itch. He realized the importance of email and also the fact that he wanted to outsource this. When he did it, he liked the service that was offered and he thought, maybe I can offer something like this as well. Now, his co-founder Claire was helping him manage his email in his previous business. And they talked a little bit and then they decided what they were going to do was this: test it out with a few clients first to see if it was something that was going to work. And then if it did, then they would say, okay, we have something here. That was successful, and then they decided to start the business and get the website off the ground. Now, they use WordPress to manage and host and design their website. And they use tools called Thrive Architect and Beaver Building to help them with the layout and the themes of the website too. So in terms of the tools that they're using here, it's very simple. It's WordPress. And Yarrow says, at the end of the day, it's basically a website and the team behind the website. So we don't need a lot of software. Now, the initial costs were between $400 to $500. And that's because it was the website costs and a few little things here and there. As they have grown, there are more costs now, things like legal costs, insurance costs, etc. But in terms of the software that they use, they say the costs are still really low. Now, we'll talk about their biggest challenges in a moment because it's related to getting clients as well. But let's talk about how they attract customers. They started off with Yarrow's network and his email database. But they say that this didn't really lead to long-lasting clients over the next few months. Now, after he did that, he did something really smart. He went on different types of podcasts and talked about the importance of breaking free from email. And that worked. And they still attract half of their clients coming from podcasts. So people are listening to this podcast, getting excited about breaking free from email, and then knowing that Yarrow and Inbox Done has a solution for them. And in terms of creating other content, they started to create blog posts on this too, talking about inbox zero, those types of search terms. And then that attracts customers to the website who then look at the call to actions and then take further action if they want to work with Inbox Done. And another source of customers is through word of mouth. And just to note, this is something we're seeing time and time again, that people are focused on one or two areas when it comes to marketing, but they're also getting customers through referrals. So if you have a product or a service that is working well, then you're going to get referrals down the line. Now, we asked Yarrow about any challenges that they have faced. And he's mentioned that on Claire's side, it's been about hiring people, finding the right people to form the team. Now, from Yarrow's perspective in terms of marketing, it's about finding the right type of client that is going to benefit from this service. The right type of person who can justify spending between $1,000 and $2,000 per month on this email service. And he says this: it's not super large companies because they tend to have executive assistants or dedicated customer support, but they can't be too small either. So there's a sweet spot in terms of size. In terms of topics or niches or industries, that's the part where I found it very difficult in the sense that there's no connections between our clients. So he's found that he can't just rely on one industry and focus on that. Instead, it's finding the right type of business size who would benefit from this service. And in terms of revenue numbers, Inbox Done is currently bringing in, from the last time we asked them, $15,000 per month. And then we asked Yarrow if there's anything he would like to add, and he said this: get out there and just start businesses. There's no such thing as failure. There's only experience, and that's certainly the ethos I've had. Plenty of things have not gone well, and plenty of things have gone really well. It's changed my life. So I think we can see here that Yarrow and his business partner Claire had an idea. They tested this idea out, and then they built it from there. Their initial costs were low because it was a service that they were providing. And then they have really focused in on who their ideal client is and done things to attract those type of clients, going on podcasts, creating content on their blog, and then also getting referrals. So before you leave this video, be sure to check out another one of our case studies where we look at people who've built apps, people who are solopreneurs, and people who have built businesses using no-code tools. And then go over to our website where you can check out our courses and tutorials on how you can build apps, websites, and also automations using tools such as Webflow, Zapier, Bubble, Glide, etc. And then be sure to share this video with a friend. Send it to someone who would find it useful. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.